We were asked to clean out the upstairs Nolan's drugs, and the entrance to that is through the jazz club. A lot of people who have visited the jazz club will recognize this site. Walking up the stairs to the jazz club, which is just ahead. But very few people will have seen where we're going, which is one floor up from that into the attic. And the attic spans the entire block, everything above Nolan's and the jazz club. Originally, this was a foundry, apparently, back around the turn of the century. And that's when this freight elevator, this is the room, that's when this freight elevator was in operation. Now, like I said, there's the back alley behind that way, and out there is the main street in front of Nolan's. These are records that date back well to the turn of the century. We found one as old as 1908. Most of it's cleared out. It was being used as a sort of storage place for apparently just about everything. After the foundry went out of operation, A.E. Berry bought it. And that's the original sign. A.E. Berry was an apothecary, I guess an early predecessor to a pharmacist. The Nolans bought this in 1927. This is old radiator. Used to be beautiful patterns there on it, despite the dust. The flooring is actual 1-inch thick, actual 1-inch boards. They don't make that very much anymore unless you ask for it specially. That's an old pigeon box. This is an old ledger from January 1948. That's old shelving that was in there. Bricks that used to be part of a chimney that is no longer in existence, and some of the old doors that are still here. The doors incidentally weigh a ton. Among the records, Barb Nolan, this is back from R.E. Berry, and you can see the date very faintly there. 1908, August 19th, 1908. And that's likely the oldest thing that I've found here, although that's not to say that there aren't anything's older. So this is the original construction, originally a foundry, then A.E. Berry turned it into a proto-pharmacy, and then the Nolans bought it in 1927. This is piping, heating piping that's somewhat later, I imagine. But otherwise, it's, other than the heating unit being put in and so on, it's essentially the original construction. You can see some modifications in the floor over the years as they did things. This fur up here, it looks like it's been re-roofed with since then, but the actual struts and braces are original. This, for instance, is a rough, true 6x6. There's some of the old, I think, defunct heating apparatus. There's a chimney that may, in fact, actually still be in operation. But it's quite a walk through history, coming back here and looking through this. When we got here, it was completely filled with paperwork and essentially junk. And now it is cleaned out almost all.